What is up, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of 100 Line Last Defense Academy. In the last episode, we continue onwards with the slasher route on the opposite side that we took originally, and we had to make yet another choice in choosing to speak to either Hiroko or Nozomi, one of these knights, which we spoke to Hiroko because I've been really trying to learn the truth here. But the entire time last episode, we just got death after death after death after death after death. So now we're down to 7. There's only 7 of us left, as you can see. It's only me, Tsubasa, Gaku, Nozomi, Hiroko, Kiyoshika, and Yugamu. And we had to make a choice earlier on, right here, to speak to either Hiroko or who we spend time with either Hiroko or with Nozomi. I chose to speak with Nozomi or with Hiroko just because I wanted to find out what the heck is going on around here. But that led to absolutely nothing because Yugamu decided to come on in and freaking ruin it. I was about to learn the truth probably, and then Yukon was like, "What? No, that's not gonna happen." So, yeah, because of that, we got even more deaths. Kudada died in the last episode. Shoma, Kako, and Ima, Dadami, they all died in the last one. So now we're here. We're on day 89. We're looking for a extra storage device for the invader that we found that was in our midst the entire time since day 16. So we've been trying to look for the storage, this extra storage chip or whatever. And I said towards the end of the episode last one time, if we had to like choose like who the traitor is or who the killer is, because I'm guessing at this point it has to be one of us. Like it can't be anybody else unless they're able to hide their life signal on the device that Tsubasa has. But if I had to guess, I'm thinking it's either Takumi or Yugamu, because Yugamu obviously we know from the previous route, from the opposite side of things, Yugamu was the killer that ended up killing Moko. And then he ended up dying himself. But then at the same time, like Takumi's been having a whole bunch of weird things going on with him too. He's been passing out a lot. Apparently he's in more than one place at the same time. Like, so I'm thinking maybe it's some type of doppelganger of some sort. But I don't know, maybe that's why it doesn't count as another person as a lifetime, because it's a doppelganger of Takumi. But I don't know, man. My guess is that it's probably going to be Takumi or Yugamu, one of those two, because again, like I said, remember in multiple Eito's route, Eito was able to control Takumi towards the end. But what if he's doing the same thing here, right? I mean, it's not as strong as it was before, but what if he is doing that, you know? But yeah, so I said if Tsubasa ends up dying somehow after this, it has to be Takumi. Takumi has to be the killer somehow. But I don't know. But anyways, let's keep on going. Hopefully we find out where this extra storage piece is. Or chip. Tsubasa shined the flashlight on the ground and stooped over. I did the same, looking at the ground. This seems pretty inefficient. Yeah, and it's 3 days since the explosion too. Pretty sure this is where it happened. This is going to be a long night. I steeled myself and set to searching with Tsubasa. But it turned out my resolve wasn't going to be needed after all. There's something on the ground here. It was something small and black, covered in dirt. I picked it up and Tsubasa practically lunged at it. Hey, let me see it. She took the thing from me and excitedly began to examine it. Good job, Takumi. This is the external storage device I was looking for. For real? I thought that would take longer. I'm going to analyze the data on this too. Ooh, I can't wait to see what's on it. If they felt the need to blow up the invader to keep it away from us, there might be some important secret intel on it. I'm excited too, but try not to overwork yourself, okay? You can't keep working such long hours every day. Don't worry, I'm done for today. Let's head back. Looking satisfied, Tsubasa put away the storage device and started to walk back to the school in high spirits. Phew, we found what she was looking for without anything bad happening, thank goodness. On top of that, we might even get some new information. My sense was suddenly feeling lighter. So Tsubasa's not dying. Oh no, we're still alone with Tsubasa. Oh no! Oh, here we go. On the way back, at the edge of the courtyard, Tsubasa suddenly stopped and peered into my face. So, who do you think the killer is? Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? I just wanted to ask. I honestly have no idea. But I feel like I might not even want to know. I'll be shocked no matter who it turns out to be. Same here, but whoever they are, they can't get away with this. Yeah, I think we agree on that. Wouldn't it be crazy if the killer really showed up while we were talking about them? I'm telling you, man. Don't say that. Do not say the killer. Do not say the killer, because we haven't had a scene with running with Tsubasa yet. So that might be happening right now. Don't be saying that, Tsubasa. Don't put that in the universe. That happened at Suda. No, Tsubasa. No. And now Tsubasa's gonna die, and then Takumi's the killer. Takumi's the killer, man. Takumi's the killer. He has to be. I don't know because every single time we see the killer, obviously it's Takumi and somebody else. But I mean, I guess it could be Yugamu still. From the opposite route. I don't know, man, but this just sucks. I don't want Tsubasa to die, man. No, I don't want to do this anymore, man. I don't want to do this anymore. Wait, that sound. No way. God damn it. Tsubasa's gonna die. I don't want Tsubasa to die. Don't do this, man. Don't do this, game. Don't kill Tsubasa again. Tsubasa's only died once. Well, I guess technically twice, because there was a round where everybody died, but like, she actually like died like once. Do not split up, because that's how they always end up getting killed. Tsubasa, run this way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate when it does that, man. Just how long are they going to chase us? We ran feverishly as hard as we could, but the killer didn't let up. The roof is just past through these stairs. There's nowhere to run after this. We can't let them get to us. I have to do something. I stopped running up the stairs, suddenly whirling around to look back at our pursuer. And kick them with all my might. They tumbled down the stairs and fell in a heap at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, now's our chance to finally capture them. Yeah. They groaned in agony, but paralysis must have been setting in because they made no effort to resist. Yeah. We finally got you. Just give up. Takumi, Tsubasa. What happened? I heard a really loud noise and... Huh? Is that the killer? Did we finally catch them? I'll explain everything later. Give me a hand here. Who is this? Who is it?
They're paralyzed, not dead.
This
Yugamu?
asshole killed our friends, damn it! Let me at him!
Let me get the mask off first. Ready?
It has to be Yugamu then. Or maybe it is a doppelganger of Takumi. It could be that. Let's see if I'm right.
Okay.
Or maybe it's Hideko. Actually, Hideko's not even here. It could be Hideko. I placed my hands on the killer's helmet and slowly pulled it off. Who I saw underneath left me as... It's Hideko, isn't it? Oh no, it's Yugamu. Okay. I figured.
Yugamu?
Yeah. Yeah, he was the killer on the opposite side, so that was kind of obvious. I didn't see Hideko, so I was like, maybe is it somehow it's Hideko somehow? But no. We peeled off the suit Yugamu was wearing and brought him to the rec room. He was limp, breathing shallowly, but his expression seemed almost as if it had traces of a grin. We stood around Yugamu as he recovered from his paralysis enough to talk. He kept his cool throughout, maintaining the same composure he always did. I can hardly believe this is what you're doing, Sir Yugamu. I may have broken rational nomadic bread with you, but I have no sympathy to spare. I shall avenge my fallen comrades. The holy Jumanji sword shall have your head. Calm down, Kiyoshika. We can't just jump straight to beheadings. Why did you do this? What possible reasons could you have? Say something, Yugamu. I know you're not hurt that bad. Apologies. I was just trying to figure out where to start. Let me lead by saying I haven't killed anyone. Huh? Are you playing games, dude? What kind of idiot would believe that? Gaku's right. If that's true, why are you dressed like that? Why do you have the power saw? Let me start from the beginning. I'll explain everything, so hear me out. Fine, well listen, but you're on thin ice. The killer first appeared on day 16. Well, maybe it was already day 70 by then. It was late at night in the biolab. Takumi said he saw Hideko get cornered by the killer there. That's right, then we got into the struggle. In the end, they got away, but I managed to recover their weapon and the suit. I was with Gaku and Kiyoshika during that time. Huh? You were? I was right here in the rec room on the night of day 16. You and Gaku invited me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What were the three of you doing that late at night?
Oh.
Gaku said he found an adult video in the storeroom and wanted to have a watch party. Don't snitch on me, dude. Yeah, it turned out it was just footage of cute critters. Not an adult video, but an animal video. Yes, they were precious little fur balls, although Sir Gaku seemed very disappointed. Okay, can we just move on with the story? Anyway, I was here in the rec room. We had headphones on, so we didn't notice any noise. Isn't that right, guys? Gaku and Kyoshika nodded. It seemed like Igama was telling the truth so far. There's more. The next time the killer appeared was day 25, when Ava was killed inside her cage. Right, I had nothing to do with her murder, however. After seeing her dead body, the murderous impulses inside of me began to resurface. I don't remember exactly when I'd heard it, but something Yugama said in the cafeteria began to replay in my head. I can't help it, man. Ever since I saw her dismembered body, my passion's been that fever pitch. That's the kind of loving killing I've been craving all my life. Not being able to do it myself has got me climbing the walls. I can't keep going like this.
If you can't help me out, I really might have to kill someone.
Right, but that with overwhelming lust. I tried to find an outlet for my feverish mania. I believed it was day 38 when I finally found my solution, when I was just about to kill Gaku. What? You were seriously gonna kill me?
Huh?
Yeah, I was seconds away from going through with it. I had a lot of pent-up bloodlust. But the moment I saw the fear of death in his eyes, I noticed my dark desire was temporarily sated. This guy's a freak. Now that I think about it, he mentioned this in the conversation we had with Ima. After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better. I don't actually have to kill anyone, I just have to see the lack of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution though, more like a coping mechanism. My only problem is that no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face. What about day 43 when Mocha was killed? What were you doing then? I was in my room. I couldn't sleep that night because of the bloodlust festering deep inside of me. Then I heard Nozomi's shrieks and the sound of glass breaking, so I went to see what was going on. When I did, I found the killer's suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. Huh? The stuff missing from the locker was in the pool? Why? So Yugama must have stolen it, correct? No, I didn't know the combination. Right, you weren't even in the room when Takumi set the code. Wait, I was chased by the killer that day Mocha was killed. They had me cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got away, but maybe when that happened, they fell in. I see, you might be right, but I wasn't concerned about the details. I had other things on my mind at the time, like taking the killer's things so I could dress up like them. Surely you're not telling us you pretended to be the killer just so you could see looks of despair and fulfill your desires. Sorry, I just couldn't hold back the urges inside of me. I really wasn't going to kill anyone. Just seeing your faces twisted up in despair was enough to satisfy me. Nothing you're saying makes any sense. What was your involvement in the murders of Takemaru, Kurata, and Shoma? I had nothing to do with Takemaru's death on day 51, I swear it. The first day I dressed up as a killer was day 64, the day Kurata was killed. We were on guard duty that night, right? You fell asleep, so I went with Kurata to the bathroom. I sensed the two of you were going to leave, so I pretended to sleep, so I figured it would be my chance to enjoy the thrill of the chase. I quickly put on the suit I had hidden in my room and chased you with the power saw. So you were the one chasing me in the hallway? That's right, I chased you like the killer would, and once I had you cornered in front of the defense room.
I finally got to see your terrified expression, filled with despair. My lust was sated. Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Once I had my fill, I had the suit and power saw in my room, and went back to the gym. That's all I know. So you really know nothing about Lady Kurata's death? Speak the truth or prepare to become rust on the blade of the Holy Jumanji sword. Okay, yeah, and if that's the case, then it's definitely Takumi, but he's doing it not realizing it. I'm sorry, but I had nothing to do with her murder. I can't tell you anything. I had nothing to do with Shoma's death on day 77 either. Keep talking. What about Darumi on day 80? What are twins on day 83? When the fire started in that vaulting box, everyone scattered and ran away from the gym. I smelled an opportunity. You're kidding. You took advantage of the chaos to masquerade as a killer? Correct. I went back to my room and got the suit and power saw and pretended to be the killer for a second time. I went inside and found Dadami and Takumi immediately. I felt bad knowing it would be my second time doing it to you, but you put on such a good performance the first time. I couldn't resist the chance to see you like that again. Seeing the enraptured look on Yugama's face, I was at a complete loss for words for so many reasons. Halfway through the chase, I told Dadami to run. I lured the killer, you, into chasing me alone. I managed to lose you somehow, then hid out in my room until the next morning, but Dadami... I don't know what happened after Dadami got away. Once I lost sight of you, Takumi, I gave up. I went back to my room and changed and met up with everyone else. Right, the life science count was 11 when Yugama found us, or joined us. So Dadami was still alive at that point? And I had nothing to do with Ima and Kako either. I didn't do a thing to them. Is that everything? You're not hiding anything else? Scout's honor. You might not believe me, but I really didn't kill anyone. You don't seriously think we're okay with what you did, do you? I'm aware I crossed the line, but I couldn't stop myself. Those looks of terror and despair whenever I chased you. I needed them so badly. That's why I kept this from you guys. No other reason, I promise. You say that, but I feel betrayed. I'm not going to be able to forgive you and move on that easily. I'll accept any punishment you want to give. Torture me, whatever you need to do. But if it wasn't Yugama who killed our friends, then who's the real killer? Suddenly the image of the killer on day 16 crossed my mind. Were they still hiding inside the school? No, that wouldn't add up with the life sign count. Then what? Where are they? I'm getting rather lost. What are we doing with Serugamu? Then we're going to have to keep him separated from the group until we find the real killer. Of course, that should help with my little problem. How about we use that weird room on the first floor? We can lock it from the outside. The room with the strange devices from when we were at Kamakura General Hospital. That might be the perfect place to lock Yugama up. Hey, mind if I take the powers on the studio is hiding? I'll hide them someplace where nobody can find them. Where's the proof that you're innocent? I don't have any, but the same goes for everybody else here. Trust me, I know I'll be under suspicion if somebody else gets attacked. Fine, you deal with them, Gaku. We'll take care of Yugama. Yeah, that's fine with me. He handed the power saw suit over to Gaku, then took Yugama to the strange room. We put him inside and locked it securely from the outside, and Zoe would be the one in charge of the key. After that, we went back to the roof and met up with Gaku when he'd finished his task. We made sure everything had gone according to plan, then decided to call it a day. Nobody was any the wiser, but a shocking development was waiting for us right around the corner. Well, shoot. Yugama dead now. A happy ending. Happy ending? Happiness stopped being an option a long time ago. Anyway, I guess I should head over to the cafeteria. I need to give Yugama some food, too. The only people in the cafeteria were Nozomi, Hiriko, and Kiyoshika. Good morning, Takumi. Morning. No sign of Tsubasa or Gaku? They might be holed up in their rooms out of paranoia. Maybe, but I hope not. We still haven't worked out our strategy for Dal Sha. There's so much to think about that my brain feels like it's going to boil over. Neither of them were wearing their regular clothes. The same went for me. We'd had a little discussion before going our separate ways yesterday. At the end of it, we decided to wear our class armor, or artificial class armor in Nozomi's case, all day from now on. If everything Yugama told us was the truth, this killer was still out there somewhere. If they're not even showing up on the life sign total, they might even be. Before I could finish that thought, I heard footsteps outside in the hall. Tsubasa burst into the cafeteria, breathless and with the grim look on her face. Tsubasa, what's got you in such a hurry? I just woke up and checked the life sign count. It's gone down to 6. Huh? The only ones missing were Gaku and Yugama, which meant... Let's search the school. We'll start with the nearby rooms. Everybody stick together. We systematically opened every door into school, making sure nothing was out of place. No more. I'm sick of it. I've had enough despair for one lifetime. My heart was screaming with each door we opened. In the end, my prayers would go unanswered. That's Gaku. Goodness gracious.
So it was Gaku.
God damn, dude. Inside the library, we found the blood-soaked remains of Gaku Maruko, his body sliced to ribbons. An unpleasant stench of blood emanated from his mangled corpse.
The revival-matic. It's pointless. We're too late.
Slowly the world turned gray. I felt like my emotions died with Gaku.
Ah,
If Gaku's been killed, that means Yugamu's still alive. Let's make sure there's no sign he broke out of the room. We need to look for the power assault too. Sir Takumi, how are you so composed? Sir Gaku's been killed.
all the crying and screaming in the world couldn't bring him back. So there's no point.
Are you being serious right now? I'm not trying to sound heartless. I just want this to be over. Let's take him to the morgue. Help me out. Wait, before we do that, look here. There's signs of a struggle. Hideko pointed to a nearby bookshelf. This shelf is way out of position, and there's books on the ground. Someone must have moved it intentionally. Maybe Gaku bumped into it while he was fighting the killer? No. There's multiple gouge marks on the back of the shelf. That's not natural. What do you mean? It's highly likely that Gaku hit the power saw suit here. He must have gotten in a fight over them with the killer, resulting in these gouges. I see. So that's why he was killed here. And the power saw suit got taken again. Maybe someone here has them. You're suspecting us now? It wasn't me. Can you prove that your hands are clean before pointing fingers, Lady Tsubasa? Enough. Suspecting each other serves no purpose. Hideko and I lifted Gaku's body in the silence. The others came to help soon after, but no one felt like talking. After bringing Gaku to the morgue, we went to the room where Yugamo was locked up. Yugamo's eyes went wide upon hearing the news of Gaku's murder. Then he just stared down at the floor. There were no signs that he'd left the room, but our suspicion of one another was only growing. Our worst case scenario just keeps finding ways to get worse, and there's no stopping it now. Jesus. I survived another night, I guess. I let out a deep sigh after making sure my heart was still beating. It wouldn't surprise me if I was the next victim. If they just kill me, too. I was taken aback by the words that left my lips. What was I saying? I need to switch gears. I'll go to the cafeteria. Yeah, something's definitely not right with Takumi. I think it's going to end up being Takumi. Again, he just doesn't realize it. Eicho's controlling him somehow. It's just you, Hideko. Everybody's decided to eat in their rooms. Well, I figured this would happen. I summoned a light meal on my tray and sat in front of Hideko. You're silent. The only sound in the cafeteria was the quiet clatter of our dishes. Then Hideko calmly looked me in the eye.
I've been killed. Many times, actually.
Huh?
What?
Would it make more sense if I told you that I lived through a different past? Similar to how you time traveled from yours?
Oh, are we finally getting this lore? I told you that I lived through a different past, similar to how you time traveled from yours. So she lived through something like this before? Like at the same place? Here at the Last Defense Academy?
Hold on. This is a lot out of nowhere.
Hideko experienced something like I did. It was also sudden that I couldn't follow. She didn't seem to be joking, but... I remember everything about the past I saw. Not that it's a pleasant memory. Is that why you've been hiding? Memories came to me on day 3.
Oh?
I was killed, and I remember what I said at the end, clear as day.
This was another failed timeline. Just like the others.
Dang, okay.
Maybe it was a mistake for us to stay in this school to begin with. Maybe we all should have left. I'm going to do it over again. As many times as it takes. I'll bring an end to all of these horrific histories. I'll do it someday. Mark my words.
You've been repeating the past. And failing.
I thought that by staying in this school, history would repeat itself. I wanted to stop that from happening. So I sprayed a warning on the blackboard.
Oh.
That threatening message.
That's right. I wrote it.
I wanted to tell you sooner. That's why I asked you to meet me that night. The day Hideko asked me to see her, Zoe wanted to talk to me that night too. But then Yugamu showed up, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I lost my nerves. I couldn't do it.
You kept this to yourself all this time? But why tell only me?
I blame my ego.
Hideko.
Sorry.
With that, Hideko left the cafeteria, carefully avoiding making eye contact with me. I had no idea what she had to apologize for, but one thing was clear enough. She seems like she's hurting. She's been holding this all by herself. Memories of a brutal series of events. After seeing vulnerability in Hideko for the first time, I couldn't bring myself to push her away any further. I was worried she might break. Is this where we get the Calico Cat figure for her? The announcement changed. I guess the countdown will begin soon. We got more problems than just the invaders now. It had been another day of almost no progress. We still hadn't solved our Dalsha problem, but there were too many other things to worry about. Can't believe Hideko time traveled too. Looking back, the things she said and did that hadn't made sense before all added up now. What happened in the timelines she lived through? And why bring it up now? Is that the so-and-so killing game route, maybe? I don't know. I'm always a few steps behind. Ugh, my head hurts. Unable to get my thoughts in order, I gave up and closed my eyes. Before long, I fell asleep. Teamwork I've cultivated with my allies. Is that supposed to be satire? Guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Someone might be there.
Huh?
Verily so. Totally right. Just as I left my room, I could hear Kiyoshika and Tsubasa talking in the distance. Kiyoshika seems to be excitedly telling Tsubasa something. I wonder what. Did something else happen? Sir Takumi, perfect timing. Can you come with us? Huh? Wait, where are we? Just hurry.
The door.
God damn it.
I came to bring Sir Yugamu his meal, but then...
Let's go in.
God damn it. God, man. Who is doing this? I don't know, man. I feel like at this point it just has to be Takumi. I don't think anybody else has a reason to do any of this. We opened the broken door and saw Yugamu covered in blood, face down and lifeless.
Yugamu.
Yeah, of course. I expected as much. Just like everyone else before him, his body was sliced to ribbons. Hideko, Nozomi, you're here. Yeah, we were the first to hear the news from Kiyoshika. You can probably tell, but he's lost all of his cryptoglobe and we can't revive him. Let's get him to the morgue right away. I feel bad leaving him like this. Right, we need to make a grave marker as well. No one lost their composure anymore. No tears flowed. Even the anger was gone. We just accepted the death of our friend and dealt with it, matter-of-factly. We're used to this now. The death of Yugamu was just another part of our day. That's horrible, dude. I don't want to do anything. Laying listlessly in bed, I suddenly realized it was long past bedtime. Invaders, humanity, whatever. I just want this to be over already. Just then, I felt a familiar presence I hadn't felt in a while. I sat up, and there he was, standing in the corner of my room. Oh, finally Shion shows up again? I knew it. It's been a while. Right. I guess it has been, for you. What do you mean by that? I've been watching you all this time. I know what's happened, but you must not remember. Yeah, you might have been watching us, but we haven't been able to see you. What do you need anyway? Do you find some kind of clue about the killer? Unfortunately, even I'm not sure what's going on or why. No matter what happens, all I can do is watch over you, nothing more. Is that what you came here to tell me?
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
Oh yeah, something's definitely, yeah. The sad look in his face, the undying flame boy abruptly vanished. What's up with him? Unwilling to frustrate myself thinking about it, I pulled the blanket over myself and closed my eyes. I wanted to forget reality, to forget everything, and find refuge in sleep. Yeah. The morning announcement hadn't played yet, the sun was only just coming up, and right on cue. There we go. The sound! The enemy attack? Is Dalsha finally here? We don't have any plan for dealing with him at all. Damn it! I'm just gonna have to go. I dashed out of my room and ran as fast as I could and headed to the war room. Dalshut's come, but the alarm sounded this time. It really startled me.
Oh.
Looks like he brought some minions with him. This fight is going to be harder than last time. We have fewer numbers and no plan. We're just gonna have to go for it, do or die. Wait, about that. We do have one strategy we can use. Huh? Remember that external storage device we recovered from that invader? Well, I finished analyzing the data on it. No one mentioned anything to me about an external storage device. Luckily, the data survived, and I was able to retrieve some confidential information. I learned a lot. I'll spare you the details, but I used the knowledge to develop a bioweapon. That sounds familiar.
I looked into it and found that Commander DNA has some strange cells that are clearly different from regular humans. I succeeded in formulating a poison that attacks those cells. Call it a bioweapon that only works on commanders.
Once I understood the cell's weak point, I figured I should get to work on something. Nozomi helped me out. Lady Nozomi, why? Because Tsubasa asked me to. It's not much, but I do have some experience with medicinal research. I'm the ideal candidate for working on a poison that affects cryptoglobin because I don't have much of it myself. We did make a poison that Nozomi tricked a commander into consuming during my previous 100 days here, but what's the plan this time? We turned the poison into a gas, and now Dalshut breathed it in. We made a trap we can place. You can position it and activate it at any time using a remote control. I'm going to find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to get him to stop near it. We'll activate it once everyone's gotten some distance. That should be enough to get him to inhale the poison. Can we pull it off with the small group we have now? We'll just have to try. It's better than standing around and getting killed. You're right. It's very much worth trying, but why didn't you say anything before? Because of the whole killer thing. I kept the info under wraps as a precaution. I wasn't sure it would even work out. It was a gamble. Thank you both so much. Now we just have to find a way to make this work. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want to have any regrets.
Yeah!
Forget about everything else and give it everything you've got. It's time for a defensive battle.
Let us begin. Come and prepare to die.
Here we go, everybody. We have to stop him.
Shoot him with the poison.
What is this?
It worked! The poison worked!
Let us all strike in unison.
Wait! There's still gas lingering in the vicinity. We'll be hurt if we try to attack now.
We'll finish him after it clears. First, let's take care of the enemies in the vicinity.
Is this poison gas? Incredible. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. I underestimated you.
Everybody, all together now.
Looks like it's time to settle things once and for all. Who will survive? You or I? Let us see what the answer is.
Ah, come on. I don't need to hear these voices, man. Those voices are so freaking annoying, y'all. Like y'all don't. I'm pretty sure y'all understand how annoying those are. If you've been watching the videos or you've played the game yourself.
So, I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me at last. I gave this battle everything I had. I have no regret.
Let me guess. Veshness? Yep, of course. Veshness stamped on the commander's desiccated corpse with a sneer.
Everyone, prepare to attack!
There's no need to rush. I don't intend to fight you yet.
Huh?
I am preparing an event. A ritual, if you will, to usher in my ascension to godhood. Our battle will take place then.
What are you talking about?
Be calm. The time is soon. Wait with bated breath, so that you may behold my birth as the one true god!
With that declaration, Veshness turned and left. Honestly, after seeing her walk away, I felt relieved. Well, cripes. It's alright. Everything hurts. I was resting in bed, recovering from our long, brutal battle. We'd managed to defeat Dal Shah somehow, but the time to settle things with Vesh's was getting closer. Our only option is to fight, I know that, but even if we beat Vesh's and manage to survive, what do we have left to live for? Suddenly, the faces of all of our dead friends flashed through my mind. Was there really any point to playing out the rest of this worst-case scenario? No, I had to stop thinking about this. My head is starting to hurt again. I'm sleepy too, though that may be from all the fighting. It's too early to sleep, but I don't have any appetite either. I'll just rest here. Deciding to abandon all thought, I pulled up the blankets and curled up into a ball. Eventually, I passed out like a light. And then another body was discovered! I swear. If they kill my girl Tsubasa, I'll be very, very upset. If they kill anybody else, I'll be very, very upset. Join hands with my comrades. There's only 5 of us left. The pointless complaint left my mouth before I could stop it. On top of that, my body still hurt. The exhaustion from yesterday's battle wasn't gone yet. No, I need to get up. Otherwise the whole day will go by while I'm in bed. I pushed myself to get out of bed, getting ready for the day. Maybe somebody's in the cafeteria. I should go see. Is that? The moment I stepped out of my room, I saw Tsubasa, Nozomi, and Hideko all standing stock still. God damn it. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, yeah, everybody's just gonna die at this point, huh? Yeah. What are they looking at? I followed their gazes until... Wow. That's the door to Kiyoshika's room. You can't be serious.
Kyoshika? Hey, Kyoshika!
I hurried into her room, already half suspecting what I'd find inside. Oh my god, man. No. So everybody's just dying at this point. Everybody's just getting killed. Yeah, at this point, I mean, it's kind of been obvious since the past couple of killings. It has to be Takumi at this point. Again, I know I keep saying it, but I think that's true. I think that's the case. Takumi's the one that's doing all this, but again, like I've said multiple times, he doesn't realize that he's doing it. Because Hideko, Tsubasa, and Nozomi, they have no reason to do any of this, right? Kyoshika's corpse was laid on the floor with a tormented expression. Her body shredded like all the others.
Kyoshika!
The others had followed me into the room, now stunned by the wretched scene before them. Just like what happened to Yugamu. The killer broke down the door with the power saw and killed her. Wait, wouldn't we be able to hear someone breaking down a door with a power saw? Now that you mention it. I saw Kyoshika in the cafeteria last night. We went back to the roof together, so I think she must have been killed after that. When was that exactly? I think it was around 9 p.m. when we met in the cafeteria. We had a late dinner because of the defensive battle. We got back to our rooms after 10. I went to sleep right away. I was already sleeping before 9. I didn't wake up until morning. I was really sleepy yesterday too. I went to bed early, but how did we not hear anything? Even if we were tired from the fight, the sound of the door being sawed down would have been fairly loud. Kyoshika would have gotten up and ran if she heard it. The more I think about it, the less it adds up. Let's think more about this later. For now, I'd rather we do something with the body. Yeah, you're right. Let's do that. After we brought Kyoshika to the morgue and made a small gravestone, we gathered in the cafeteria. The lifetime count is down to 4. There's so few of us left. Yeah, it's sad, but I don't know what we should do. I couldn't think of anything to say. I'm too depressed myself to cheer anyone else up. I'm just one big mess of confusion. By the way, what are you up to, Hideko? I just wanted to check on something. Hideko seemed to be inspecting the water cooler in the cafeteria. Is there something off about it? Looks fine to me. I'm curious about what's inside. Tsubasa, could you lend me a hand? What do you mean? What do you need? We're going to find out what's in the water. All of you, come to the biolab. With that, Hideko exited the cafeteria with a cup of water in hand. And soon after... Nozomi and I just stood in silence as we watched Tsubasa and Hideko at work. I was curious about what they were doing, but I didn't want to interrupt. Just then, Tsubasa raised her head in shock. No way! I knew it. What is it? What did you find? You detected sleep medicine in the water from the cooler. Sleep medicine?
Oh?
The slow acting kind, too. Takes time to kick in after being ingested. You mean the reason we didn't wake up last night is... because we drank this drugged water. Someone laced it in advance. So they went after Kyoshikawa knowing the drug would keep us asleep? That explains why I was so unusually sleepy. It really will go to any lengths to kill us. I told you, right? This killer enjoys killing.
Taking their time picking us off one by one is just more fun for them.
I suddenly remembered what Dadami had said. They're killing us one by one, savoring each kill. No, it can't be them. Takumi, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry, never mind. Wait, what? You're killing us one by one, savoring each kill. No, it can't be them. Who? Who are you talking about, Takumi? And then there were 4. It could very well be next. All I can do is hold on to this terror and wait for time to pass. 5 days left until day 100. What kind of ending awaits us then? Day 95. Morning already. I sat upright and barely managed to drag my heavy body out of the bed. I headed to the cafeteria. Gotta make sure everyone's okay. When I got to the cafeteria, Hideko was eating alone. Oh, morning, Hideko. Have you seen Tsubasa and Nozomi? Yeah, just now. Everybody's okay this morning. That's good. I can't let my guard down, but at least I can rest easy for a minute. Feeling like I could eat a leisurely breakfast in peace, I approached Rational Matic, but... There's nothing I want to eat. This feeling again. I'm hungry, but nothing appeals to me. What's the matter? Oh, nothing big. I'm hungry, but I can't find anything I want to eat. I'm sure it'll go away in time. I'll just have a protein shake or something. Takumi, I want you to go somewhere with me. Huh? Right now? Hideko gave a small nod. Follow me, if you trust me, that is. Wow. Two more people are going to die, I bet. Obviously, there's 2 more. Oh, no, there's 1, 2, 3. No, there's 4. There's 4 left. So, I don't know. Maybe everybody else will end up dying. I don't know. Maybe all of us do end up dying here. I don't freaking know, man. Well, I guess Eito gets his happy ending, I don't know, man. Hideko brought me to our friend's resting place, the morgue. Before we were the remains of all the people we'd lost to the killer. This was maybe the last place I wanted to be. Why did Hideko bring me here? 11 people were killed by the killer, including the commander we took prisoner. But there's a clear difference between them. There is? It might be hard to tell, but look closely at their wounds. With that, Hideko rearranged the bodies one by one. That X sign? What do you notice about their injuries? Well, they're sliced clean. They're pretty deep because of the power saw. Look here next. Come, take a good look and tell me what you see. Huh? Just like the others, the next body was riddled with wounds that dug deep into flesh. At a glance, they all looked the same, but looking closely, I suddenly realized something was different. Huh? The wounds on this one are messy stabs. Right, the power saw isn't the killer's only weapon. What? These wounds were likely caused by a dagger or something similar. Oh, an infuser. Why would they use different weapons? That's all I can tell you. You have to figure out the rest for yourself. Hey, Hideko! With that, Hideko turned and left the room. So it has to be the power saw and the infuser. What does it all mean? Back in my room, I was thinking hard in bed. Something was bothering me. A dagger? I know I've seen something like that before somewhere. My gaze wandered in search of an answer until I landed on my desk drawer. Of course, a dagger! I remember the diary in the drawer. I knew it. The killer in this diary had the same kind of weapon. I thought this diary was a work of fiction, or more accurately, that was what I'd wanted to believe. But it didn't seem like mere coincidence. Does the killer from this diary exist in real life?
Then who wrote this? And when? How long has the killer been around?
Hideko must have figured out the truth, but she avoided giving me a straight answer. Is there some reason she feels like she can't talk to me? I don't understand any of this. My head hurts so bad. It's becoming more and more obvious. What time is it? I pried open my heavy lids to look at the clock. It was just before noon. Right, I spent all day yesterday deep in thought. I must have passed out. I feel like I slept too much, but there's no sense in dwelling on it. I should get ready. I left my room, but all I did was stroll around the school, never coming across anyone. We were all keeping to ourselves, unsure of who the killer could be. I wonder where Hideko is. I wanted to continue our conversation from yesterday about the killer's weapons. She didn't seem to be in her room. Maybe I'll find her in the cafeteria. I was thinking out loud, locking the halls until... Takumi. Hideko, you scared me. I was just about to go looking for you.
Oh?
Me? What for? It's about our discussion yesterday. I want you to tell me what it means. I've thought about it, but I just can't get the pieces to come together. You figured it out, right? Fine, come with me. Hideko took me to the classroom where she'd once written that threatening message. Do you remember when Yugamo got the killer's suit and power saw? I'm pretty sure it was the day Moko was killed, day 43.
Oh?
Right. Moko's wounds came from the power saw, which means Yugamo picked it up after she was killed. In other words, after killing Moko, the killer lost her suit and weapon for whatever reason. But they had the opportunity to get them back. When do you think that could have been? After we caught Yugamo and took the things from him, Gaku said he was going to hide them. The killer threatened Gaku into showing them where the power saw was hidden, the library. Then the two of them got into a scuffle and Gaku was killed with the stolen power saw. Basically, from day 43 until day 89, the killer didn't have those items on them. The people killed during that time were Takamaru, Kurata, Shoma, Darumi, Ima, and Kako. You saw the wounds on their bodies, right? They were all killed with something like a dagger, because the killer didn't have their own power saw. None of you noticed. You thought Yugamo was the killer even though he was just impersonating them. When did you realize this? When we found Takamaru's body. I noticed the wounds on his body weren't like Ava and Moko's, but I couldn't say anything. Why not? Because that would mean the real killer and the person we saw in the suit, Yugamo, were two different people. What's the problem with that? There are two different people? If you just told us, we might have been able to save everybody that got killed at Takamaru. Don't you think I know that? But still, I couldn't tell you. Why not? Because if everybody knew there was both a killer and an imposter...
Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer.
I see. Yeah. They were all killed with something like a dagger because the killer didn't have the power saw. None of you have noticed you thought Yugamo was the killer even though he was just impersonating them, and Yugamo was the imposter. You found Takamaru's body. I noticed the wounds on his body weren't like Ava and Moko's, but I couldn't say anything. Why not? Because that would mean the real killer and the person we saw in the suit, Yugamo, were two different people. Yeah. They're two different people. If you just told us, we might have been able to save everybody. But I still couldn't tell you. Why not? Because everybody knew there was both a killer and an imposter that would ruin the alibis of anyone who saw the... Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Then they'd be a potential suspect. So I couldn't say anything.
Hey, Hideko! Hideko looked down, turned on her heel, and ran away. After that, I tried looking for her, but time just ticked away as I searched aimlessly. I couldn't get over what she'd said. Was she covering for someone? That would mean she was trying to hide the true identity of the killer. But why would she do that? Was she connected to them somehow? Why? I have a bad feeling about this. Day 97. It was day 97. A new day was beginning, but there I was, still laying in bed. What are you supposed to do with just the four of us? We still have to fight Veshness. We're anything but united. I haven't seen Nozomi in 2 days. I don't know what I should do anymore. The situation has everyone completely exhausted. We're doing everything we can just to keep sane.
Help me. Hideko.
I was calling her name without even realizing it. Then I let my listless body sink further into bed and slowly closed my eyes. What the heck? I suddenly woke up to the sound of my door being pounded furiously.
Takumi! Open up, please!
Huh? Nozomi? Her voice sounded desperate. I rushed over to open the door. And there she was, her face pale. What's wrong? What is it? Please, come with me. Huh? Where? Nozomi didn't answer. She just silently walked off. I matched that silence as I walked with her. There's nothing inside of me but dread, but I can't run away. Who is it this time? I was brought to the metal shop. Inside I saw...
Tsubasa.
Man, dude. Tsubasa was face down, not breathing, her body covered in cuts. One glance at the profuse quantity of blood was enough to tell me we couldn't bring her back. And this one, I think this one was with the power saw, right? It doesn't look messy. I found her. The lights had been on in here for a while, so I took a look inside. Hideko.
Oh?
All I did was find her. That said, I know none of us can prove our alibis. Hey, if the killer really is one of us, why don't we search all of our rooms? We should be able to find a murder weapon that way. Then we'll know who's really doing this. There's no guarantee they're hiding it in their room. Besides, what if the killer is deliberately hiding it in someone else's room? Huh, you mean to frame somebody else? I'm just throwing out suggestions, but it's not impossible. We wouldn't be able to say it was definitive proof in that case. Let's get her out of here. Once we were done transporting 2 boxes to the morgue, we immediately went our separate ways. Man, dude. Only 3 of us left. The killer was probably laughing at us. I wonder what they felt when they saw us suffer in despair like this. Jeez. Day 98. What time is it? I woke up feeling suffocated. My heavy eyelids opened up to see that it was already bright outside. I hate night sweats. Last night I barely had time to change out of my armor and take a shower before falling asleep exhausted. My clothes were uncomfortable and soaked in sweat. Must have had a rough sleep. Guess I'll take another shower. Grabbing a towel, I stepped into the bathroom. I immediately noticed something unusual. Huh? What? I looked down at the bathroom floor to see a puddle of crimson liquid. Is this blood? Here? How? Where did it come from? Panicked, I looked up at the ceiling where I saw red droplets dripping out from gaps in the ventilation panel. My heart leapt furiously the moment I laid eyes on the uncanny sight. What is it? What's in there? I gingerly removed the panel, trying to keep my heart from pounding out of my chest. The moment I saw what was inside, my throat felt like it was closing up. It was the blood-soaked suit of the killer, and the power saw, and a dagger and a raincoat I'd never seen before. No, why would these be here? Who put these here, and when? Don't tell me. Maybe the killer really did hide their weapons in my room, just like Hideko said. I need to tell Hideko and Nozomi. Tell them, and then what? Would they really believe me? More importantly, if I hide this stuff somewhere else, wouldn't that stop any further killings? Right. There are only 2 days left. If I can just keep those out of the way, or keep these out of the way. I slipped them all into a trash bag and put them under my clothes at the back of the closet. Now I just need to get through 2 more days. For a while, I couldn't find the will to do anything. The weapons and suit I found in the bathroom had made me uneasy. I feel like I'm going to go insane if I stay by myself. Standing up on Uncity feet, I left my room. It was already dark out. In a haze, I began to walk without any real destination. I found myself in the schoolyard. I sat down on a bench in the corner, looking up at the sky. The infinitely extending skies and its glittering stars that once moved me so much, they didn't make me feel anything anymore. I sat there in a daze until suddenly I sensed someone drawing closer. Hideko. Hideko stood before me in silence. Her face, illuminated by the moonlight, looked incredibly calm. I felt like I was being drawn to it.
Hideko. Please. Stay by my side. Just for a moment.
Hideko didn't answer. Instead, she leaned in close. She cradled my head, wrapping it in gentle warmth. I could smell something familiar, a sweet, mellow aroma. Was this scent lavender? I could hear her heart beating. I was comfortable, as if all my anxieties had simply vanished into thin air.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
Cute. Comforted by her sweet voice, my heart began to hurt. Intense, uncontrollable emotions were welling up inside of me. This is how it always felt toward Kadoa, but this time, it wasn't her making me feel this way. This time.
Hideko?
For one moment in this hellish, hopeless existence, I felt happy. All I wanted to do is bask in this afterglow. We didn't say anything as we huddled together under the night sky. Aw. At last, it was day 99. It happened before the usual morning announcement. Yep. The intruder alert blared throughout my room. She's finally here. I was so composed that I even could surprise myself. I don't know what the three of us are going to be able to do, but there's nowhere we can run. We just have to do this.
Oh?
I guess this is our final battle. If we're all set, let's get right to it. Wait, before we do, there's something I have to give you. Huh? This is a bioweapon that will boost our strength. It was in the metal shop. Did Tsubasa make this? Yeah, it was her last gift to us. We should be able to do some serious damage to Veshnis with this. We can't waste it. Tsubasa, thank you. We'll make good use of this. Let's go. All that's left is to do whatever we can. Accepted Tsubasa's memento and took a step forward, but truthfully, I felt empty. Even if we beat Veshnis, could we call whatever ending awaits us a happy one? Doubtful. I felt like a robot designed solely to defeat the approaching enemy. Despite the heavy atmosphere hanging over us, we made our way toward our final defensive battle. Alrighty, no scene. I'm guessing we're gonna have to fight this one.
That's...
Veshnis was calmly walking towards us as if she owned the place. The moment I saw her, my heart started to race like it had never raced before. It was as if the hemoanima, the cryptoglobin inside of my body, was responding to her as she approached. Then she stopped right in front of us as we all stood on guard.
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip your thing.
You're all more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders. How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again. But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily. I will send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill.
Now that she transformed, Veshnis looked entirely unbothered, seemingly enjoying toying with us.
Takumi!
Hideko looked over to me. I knew what she was trying to tell me. We had an ace up our sleeve and only one opportunity to use it. Veshnis was fully convinced invaders were going to win. This is our chance to turn it around.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Think again!
What's that sound?
I activated the device, expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Vesh's body.
What is this? I cannot move!
It's working!
You wicked invaders!
You lose, Veshness!
You're done!
You dare kill the great...
Damn. That's rough. I guess it was just the same thing as before, the same poison trial that we used before. I thought it was different because the way they explained it was, oh, it's supposed to boost up our attack and stuff like that. That was a letdown. Is this really how it ends? Yeah, it doesn't seem real. We won our battle against Veshness. We were the victors in this final showdown with the invaders. But I couldn't truly smile. We strayed so far from the ending I'd been imagining. We still have 1 day left. Keep your guard up until the end. We dragged our battle-worn bodies back to the school and parted ways. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, I had so many emotions I hadn't fully processed. To hell with it. There's no salvation in my future. Our 99th day at Last Defense Academy came to a close, and finally... Day 100. We're back. A new day had begun. The final day. Day 100. I made it all this way. I didn't feel joy, anger, or sadness. I just accepted reality as it was. When I stepped outside, the stars were still shining and a pleasant breeze was blowing. It's hard to believe this place is going to launch a huge missile strike in a few hours. Once the final attack starts, humanity will be the victors in this war. Who cares about that? What about the killer? You never figured out who it was. Because everybody knew there was both a killer and an imposter.
Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer.
Yeah. Wait, does that mean... No, it can't be. I think so, Takumi. Yeah. Yep. Suddenly a violent pain ripped through my head, so intense it felt like my brain was being split in half. Who's there? An unfamiliar voice echoed in my mind, threatening to consume my very consciousness. What is this? What the hell's going on? Shut up! Stop it! Takumi, what's wrong? Stay back. Run away. Zomi, run.
Kill.
No, stop. Why can't I stop? My body's rampaging out of control. I'm trying so hard to resist, but I can't do a thing. If I don't do something, then...
Somebody... help... Don't... kill...
I don't want to kill. I only remember fragments of what happened next. Suddenly, I found myself wearing the killer's suit and holding the power saw. That voice from before was endlessly commanding me to kill, and I answered the call. I was on the hunt for Hideko and Nozomi, and then... Oh my gosh. Yeah. Takumi this entire time. Yeah, had a feeling. Stop. Stop it! My body turned to power saw on the two girls despite every fiber of my being fighting against it.
No! Stay back!
Nozomi was trembling with fear and shock, on the verge of tears. I tried so hard to put distance between us, but my body did the exact opposite. Please, you have to run away from me. He'll get us both if we don't do something. We need to split up. Right.
Kill. I'll kill you.
Oh shit. Oh man. You have to choose who to go after? Oh, it's just... Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's get the worst one out of the way. The controls are like backwards. Oh man, we have to choose who we kill. That's not fun. I mean, I love both these characters, man. I love both Kiriko and Nozomi. But I mean, I do prefer Nozomi. So I want to get this one out of the way.
You did this, Takumi. You lied to us and killed everybody. Why? I believed in you.
No, don't kill her. Get away from Nozomi. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I had lost all control over it.
No, don't do it!
Please, no. Don't kill her. No! Ah! I don't like it. Why does it have to be this long? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I vividly felt the sensation of the power saw cutting into Nozomi's body. I killed her. I stood rooted to the spot in daze, covered in my victim's blood. Suddenly, a forceful impact connected with the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. I could see a wrench on the ground. In my haze, I realized it had been thrown at me. Who could have... No, I already knew. There's only one survivor left.
Hiruka. Where am I?
Uh-oh. Whoa. I woke up struggling to breathe, discovering my body had been restrained with rope. So you're finally awake. Hiruko! And you seem to be yourself again, for now. Come to think of it, I can move my body of my own volition again. What was that? What was that back there? Do you know what's happening to me, Hiruko? The missiles will be fired soon. I'll explain everything before then. All of it. Who the killer is and everything they've done.
Does this mean the killer is...
It's you. You're the one who destroyed Sirei. And you're the one who killed all 13 of our friends.
What are you talking about? That's not...
Oh.
I know you weren't aware. Your conscience is clean. But 13 people still died at your hands, even if you weren't aware of it. I did this. No, that can't be right. I first noticed something was strange with you on day 16. Day 16. That's the day you were attacked by the killer in the biolab, right? Yes, but the one who cornered me in the lab. It was you, Takumi. No way. I didn't do that. I believe it was around 11 p.m. I couldn't sleep, so I was walking around the school by myself. I saw you in the hallway on the second floor. Me? The night of day 16? You had a kitchen knife in your right hand. Something was off about your eyes and the way you were breathing. So I ran, but you chased me with a horrific look on your face. It was clear you were trying to kill me. I ran into the biolab, but you caught up with me right away. We got into a struggle. You kicked me and sent me flying. I hit the back of my head and collapsed. I was barely conscious, unable to move, and there was someone in front of me.
Hey!
The killer was about to attack you. The killer's about to attack you. I was trying to help. I'm afraid not. You're misremembering. Misremembering?
Oh.
You're the one who attacked me, Takumi. I'm certain of it. Then someone in a black suit came to save me. What are you talking about? They attacked you and you lost consciousness, but you came to almost right away. You threw yourself at the person in the suit. The two of you broke through the window and hurled toward the ground. I assumed you remember what happened after that. She's right. I remember. I was grappling with that person in front of the wall of fire, just in the nick of time. I kicked their leg as hard as I could. I took the parasol and ran after them, but then I lost them. The events of that day marked the moment I began to suspect you. There weren't any casualties at the time, so I couldn't be sure. But I had to consider the possibility you'd become host to a Gi. Oh, how did a Gi get here? Oh, was this after the point when Darumi and Gaku brought the Gi from that one fight? A host? Gi? What are you talking about? I doubt you remember, but the Gi are a parasitic organism we discovered in another timeline. It's a terrifying organism that gradually eats away at the host's body and eventually takes it over completely. What? But I had no proof you'd become infected, so I kept quiet. Eventually, though, we had our first casualty on day 25. That's when my suspicions grew stronger, so... While you were asleep, I ran a scan on your brain. When did you... You know what? Forget it. What did you find? There wasn't a Gi inside. I thought it must have been wrong. But on day 43, Mocha was killed, and once again, I had a bad feeling. You being infected was the only explanation I could think of, so I checked your brain again. The second time, I still didn't find any Gi. Not only that, but Nozomi said that she ran away from the killer with you. Reluctantly, I decided to put aside my suspicions for the moment. So that's why you're suddenly avoiding me. Him would sometimes seem like you had something to say. But when Kurata died on day 64, I started to suspect you again. Did you check my brain again? Yes, very closely, and I learned something horrifying. Even though there was no actual Gi in your brain, the Gi's data was eroding it. Huh? My hypothesis is that you were infected with a Gi in another timeline. Really? Oh! Wait, hold up. Does she mean here? Okay, no, I think it was this one. Cause that's when we made the decision to. No. No, it was this one. I decided to stay and fight, and Kyoshiko was able to get away, but okay. So wait, so how does that work then? I thought he couldn't remember these other timelines. Because he got infected with the Gi right here. This is where he got infected when we decided to stay and fight. So how does that come to play here if he can't remember these other timelines? I don't understand that. Because I remember, because that was literally my thumbnail. That was literally my thumbnail on I think episode 67. I think that was my thumbnail for that. So like, okay, so I'm so confused. Like, how is it that this one came to fruition here? Well, hopefully we can figure that out. After that, you died as a toast, and then your consciousness went back in time to day 2. When that happened, the Gi data in your brain went back to the past with you. The data went with me? It appears my hypothesis was correct in the end. You killed Nozomi right in front of me, after all. Time travel can't send physical matter back in time. The Gi itself no longer physically exists in your brain, but its cognitive data still remains. Stop it. Do you honestly expect me to believe any of this? Does that mean you killed Nozomi of your own free will, and the other 12? So did he somehow get infected on the first scenario? You didn't know it was happening. When the Gi awakens, your own consciousness vanishes. So it's like Some kind of split personality? It must have happened this way because you're only infected with key data. If the entire organism was in you, your brain and body would have fallen under its control immediately. Once you knew I was infected, what did you do then? Naturally, I wanted to do something about it, but I didn't know how to cure you. I considered blowing your brains out and putting you into Revival-matic, but... Your head already got smashed on day 43. Right, I remember Nozomi telling me what happened.
Oh.
But the murder still didn't stop. I knew destroying your brain was futile. The Revival Fute system must have perfectly recreated the brain data and stored in its database. I went to the library to do some research and try to find another way to cure you. That's when I found out about a certain drug. A drug? It was possible that injecting you with it would remove the Gi data from your brain. So around dawn on day 67, I snuck into your room and administered a drug as you were sleeping. Is that why I didn't wake up for 3 days? Yes, the side effects of the drug I injected you with caused you to fall ill. I thought I'd finally restored your brain to normal. In order to be sure, I examined your brain again the day after you woke up, day 71, but... the Gi data was still there. What? I failed. The drug didn't work. Why? Why can't I get you out of Takumi? You latched onto him and killed our friends. How long do you plan to toy with us?
Go to hell already, you filthy insect!
There it is. I don't know what I'm missing here, man. I don't know what I'm missing. Like, I don't understand when the Gi data got onto him.
Well done, Hiruko. You figured it out.
Gi, you finally showed yourself.
Would you like to hear what this filthy insect was up to while in control of Takumi? Only if you don't mind me sawing off your head with this power saw. You're too foolish to kill this man. The first one was Ava, the prisoner. I killed her on day 25. Takumi took the power saw he stole from the visitor out of the metal shop. Visitor? After breaking down the doors of the cage, I sliced her to ribbons. When I was done, I threw the power saw into the wall of fire to hide it, but Takumi immediately found it and recovered it. I had no idea he was watching. And who was he exactly? The boy covered in flames. He was so confused and scared whenever he saw me controlling Takumi. But enough about that. You and your little friends discovered a suit and helmet as well, correct? Shoma found them in the boy's bathroom. They definitely belonged to the person who came to save me in the biolab, didn't they? Yes, I believe the visitor was pursued by Takumi and forced to abandon them to move around faster. At any rate, you put them in the locker in the metal shop and Takumi set the combination, right? Only he knew the combination, or so you all thought. Takumi himself included. But you were looking too. That's why you knew how to open the locker. Precisely. The second person I killed was Moko Mojiro on day 43. When Moko, Nozomi, and Takumi were looking around the school at night, Takumi and Nozomi split up to look for Moko after she got separated from them. It was raining heavily when Takumi went outside, so he ended up completely soaked. I awakened around that time. I took over and made for the metal shop. I took the suit, helmet, and power saw from the locker, then sought after my prey. I found Moko in the classroom on the first floor and killed her. She resisted, but not even she was a match for my power saw. But I was caught in the act by Nozomi, who managed to evade me. I gave chase, figuring I could kill her while I was at it, and wound up in the leisure lounge. Just when I almost had her, I was tackled and fell into the pool. Nozomi used that opening to get away, a little more than I would have had her. I took off the suit and helmet and abandoned them along with the power saw so I could get out. Of course, so that's why Yugami found them in the pool. I returned to the school soaking wet, and that's where my memory ends. Takumi must have assumed he was wet from the rain, so he didn't realize what had actually happened. Indeed. After that, Takumi heard a scream. went running and reunited with Nozomi. In a panic, Nozomi told him about Moko's murder, and the two of them went to the classroom on the first floor, the scene of the crime. Takumi had no idea her death was at his own hands. The rest is exactly as Yugamu told you. He recovered the Power Stone suit and had abandoned and chased you around. A hedonistic pervert if I've ever seen one. After you took your gear, you changed weapons, didn't you? Starting with my third victim, Takamaru. I believed it was early on day 51. I awoke once again and obtained a replacement suit and weapon from the metal shop. A raincoat and a dagger. Yeah. I took them, snuck into Takamaru's room, and turned into a bloody mess. You should have seen the look on his face when he woke up and being sliced open with a dagger. Once I killed Takamaru, I washed my hands there and returned to Takamaru's room like normal. Then I hid the dagger in the raincoat behind the ceiling panel in the bathroom and went back to sleep. What about your fourth victim, Kurata? She was murdered at dawn on day 64. Yes, the day Yugamu chased her into Takumi while dressed as the killer. Takumi was cornered in front of the defense room on the third floor with Yugamu holding the power saw over his head. Just then, I woke up and Takumi lost consciousness. Satisfied after seeing the look of terror on Takumi's face, Yugamu turned and left. He's a real degenerate, that one.
Oh.
Just get on with it. You used Takumi's body to kill Kurata, right? Precisely. I took out the hidden dagger and raincoat and hunted down Kurata. He was hiding in the training room. She didn't even have time to cry or scream before I mercilessly sliced her to ribbons. I finished the deed and returned to the raincoat and dagger to their hiding spot, then back at the defense room door, and once again fell into a deep sleep. So that's why Takumi believed he'd been passed out there the whole time. My fifth was Shoma, who I killed on day 77. I simply killed him when I woke up again. Nothing worth talking about. Let me ask you one thing. Did you set the fire in the gym on day 80? My timed incendiary device worked out nicely, didn't it?
No.
I knew you were behind it. When was it? Day 78, when Takumi went with Ima, Kaku, and Darumi to the metal shop. Around 2 p.m., I woke up and simply pretended to be Takumi. All of you were sleeping together in the gym, and I'd been just waiting for my chance. I came up with a plan to secretly build a timed incendiary device to plant there. Of course, I came up with a cover story so that the other three wouldn't suspect me and worked on it by myself. But I struggled with the work. I couldn't finish the device that day. I had no choice but to continue on to the next day, still pretending to be Takumi. I finally finished the device at 2 in the afternoon, 24 hours after I started. So you're saying Takumi's consciousness didn't return for over 24 hours? Yes, we didn't trade places at all during that time. I worked in a group with the twins and Darumi the next day, day 79 as well. I had the completed time incendiary device with me, pretended to go to the bathroom and headed for the gym. I planted the device in the vaulting box, then went to find the rest of you. You were all in a panic over seeing the killer. Obviously, the person in the suit wasn't me that time. Then it was this visitor you alluded to before. Doesn't really matter how to achieve what I set out to do, and went ahead with my original plan. I returned to the metal shop at 2:30 p.m. Nobody was there because of all the commotion over the killer. About an hour later, Takumi was awake again. Then Ima, Kaku, and Darumi came back. Takumi? What are you doing here? Takumi underwent mitosis. Stop talking about me like I'm some kind of amoeba. I've been here the whole time. I doubt it. We just saw you going up the stairs. While you were gone, there was a huge commotion because the killer showed up again. We tried to catch them, but they got away. Anybody's still searching as we speak. We literally just talked to you. You don't remember? You told us we were in danger because the killer was around again, but then you went off on your own. It's only natural that Takumi was confused. He'd never have imagined he spent the last 25 hours and 30 minutes unconscious. As planned, I activated the incendiary device I'd planted the evening of day 80. You all scattered and ran. Takumi ended up with Darumi. Yugamu pretended to be the killer again and chased them. Then they got separated. Takumi acted as a decoy and managed to get away from Yugamu, but unfortunately for him, I woke once again. And so your sixth victim was Darumi. I got the raincoat and dagger from my room and hunted down Darumi in the leisure lounge. I tore her apart and then threw what was left of her in the pool. That girl, she seemed to enjoy it. She was a real strange one. Enough commentary. What about numbers 7 and 8, Ima and Kaka? Oh, that's simple. Takumi was working with them on day 83. Once I left the metal shop, my conscience awoke. As usual, I got the raincoat and dagger out of my room and attacked them in the bio lab. Right, come to think of it, the two of them seemed to be suspicious of Takumi as well. They were trying to catch him, but it was too little too late. Once it was done, I hid the raincoat and dagger in my room again and went back to the metal shop like nothing had happened. Takumi's consciousness came back straight away. Naturally, he wasn't any the wiser about what happened. As you're aware, the 9th person I killed was Gaku. Day 89, after Yugamu got caught, you agreed that Gaku would take the suit and power cell to hide them somewhere. When I woke up on the night of day 90, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to get them back and kill Gaku while I was at it. I got the raincoat and dagger as always and visited his room. I threatened him with the dagger and demanded that he show me where the suit and power cell were hidden. He led me to the library. They were hidden behind the bookshelf. Finally, I had my equipment back. Just when I was about to take them, Gaku suddenly tried to resist, dropped my dagger on the floor during the struggle. But when it was over, I had the power saw. I relentlessly sliced him up with it, but making sure to hit every last vital spot. Once I was sure he was dead, I immediately went back to Takumi's room. I hid everything in the bathroom ceiling and went to sleep. After that, I was able to use the power saw for my kills again. I'm aware, you used it for your 10th victim, Yugamu. Your reasoning skills are impressive, Hideko. You're the most brilliant imbecile of them all. The night of day 92, I woke up, put on the suit, grabbed the power cell, went after Yugamu. The power cell made short work of the door to the room he was being held in. I listened to his bones snap as they were torn apart by the spinning blades. I checked that he was fully dead, and returned to my room careful not to be seen. Once again, I hid everything in the bathroom and went to sleep. Then came number 11, Kiyoshika, who I killed on day 94, after a little bit of extra legwork. You put slow acting sleep medicine in the water cooler that day before. You figured that out. If you were my host, I could kill so many more people. After the defensive battle day 93, I took over and slipped the meds into the water supply. I maintained the control right through until nightfall. Then I broke down Kiyoshika's door and killed her as she slept. Of course, the rest of you slept soundly until morning thanks to the drugs. Number 12, Tsubasa. Hardly bears mentioning. On day 97, I woke up in Takumi's room and grabbed the power saw as usual. I set my sights on Tsubasa as she worked alone in the metal shop and ended her life. Despite the circumstances, she just kept on tinkering with her little project. She was practically begging for it, and I was happy to oblige. You don't need me to explain the 13th victim, Nozomi, so are there any other questions? Why did you kill everyone on different days? I'd have thought you were more than capable of taking us all out at once.
I couldn't predict when I'd wake up. It came in episodes.
I see. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny how he just like nonchalantly was like, yeah, Shoma, I killed him, but he's not worth talking about. But everybody else he actually explained. Kind of crazy. It's kind of funny.
So I was forced to adapt to whatever the circumstances were whenever I woke up, which meant having to kill you one by one. Besides, if Takumi were to wake up while I was doing my work, I'd be in trouble. I was just doing what it seemed like I'd be able to do while I still had control.
So it wasn't intentional.
Well, there was plenty of enjoyment to be had as a murderer. Such as figuring out who to kill, when to do it, and how. Plus, there was Takumi's utter despair watching you get picked off, one by one, without ever realizing the truth. Not to mention, the way you suffered for Takumi as you started to notice me. I wish I could enjoy it all over again. It would have been a waste to massacre all of you at once, clearly.
I have one last thing to ask. It's about day 16 in the biolab when you almost killed me.
Oh.
That mysterious person in the suit who suddenly showed up.
Oh.
The one who kicked you away and saved me. Who was that exactly? You mean the visitor? Surely that finely tuned intuition of yours has already worked it out. Don't tell me. Who?
God.
Takumi, are you back?
Hideko. Why didn't you tell me?
I mean, if everyone knew, they would have killed you.
Did Guy tell Hideko who it was? Who the visitor was? Or is that just something that didn't happen?
That's why I couldn't say anything. I couldn't let that happen.
But you didn't even tell me.
The result would have been the same. The guilt would have driven you to take your own life. Trust me. I know what kind of person you are. The final attack is starting soon. When the missiles launch, all life on the surface will end, including us. If we don't get into the escape pod.
Hideko, I have one final request. Get on the escape pod without me.
Takumi.
My brain's been eroded by Gi data, right? If nobody knows how to remove it, there's no point in me surviving. So, please.
I know. If that's what you want. But don't worry. I'm not going to leave you. I'll stay by your side until the end.
Don't tell me you mean to. Are you crazy? Just get in the pod without me.
I can't. It's too late. The final attack starts in 2 seconds.
Aww. Hideko, please don't cry anymore. If we get to meet again, I promise, next time. Aww. Wow. I think that's the first ever, like, actual kissing, like, on the lips scene that we've seen ever. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, dude. Once again, everybody dies in this route. Goodbye, kiss. Oh. 47 endings, man. Nobody survived this one. Everybody died. Wow, I wasn't expecting a scene like that with Hideko. I really wasn't. I think it's probably best we save the next couple of endings for the next episode. We have this one right here. We go after Hideko instead, and then we have this one right here, which is probably gonna lead to a whole different thing. If I had to guess, maybe it's just gonna be like a scene or something with Nozomi on this one, like we had with Hideko this time around. So we'll do that in the next episode. I need to take all that in, man. Like, especially that last final thing we got with with Hideko and Takumi. Hideko wanted to stay with him till the very end. Wow. But just considering all the things that they have in common with the whole fact that, like, they've lived through something similar before is what really, like, wow. All right, guys. All right, y'all. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and take on the rest of the slasher route. If I had to guess, maybe this other choice over here is going to lead us to another 2 endings. If I had to guess, we'll probably finally be hitting 50 endings in the next one. So, yeah, in the next one, we'll go ahead and go after Hideko this time, and then go backward in time once again and spend time with Nozomi this time instead of Hideko, and go from there. See where that leads us. Anyways, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, become a royalty today. We'd love to have you in our community. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so very much for watching, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next episode. See y'all then.